panelist, Chief Commissioner Income Tax, Office Bearer of the Chartered Accountants Association, Mr. Jawar, Mr. Singhi, other Chartered Accountant and friends. Let me tell you, it is my first experience to be in a function of such a nature. It is very difficult for a judge to analyze a budget. We are trained to interpret the law, analyze the facts, and give our decision. However, since I am requested to come, I will try to justify my presence. I have not gone through the budget as required, what Mr. Jawar and other people have done. But I have seen some of the silent features. And as a layman, let me tell you, you people might have an experience that I am a taxation practitioner, but I have never done practice on the income tax or any other tax. But share my hard work and specialize, I have trained myself on the taxation. In my opinion, any budget, whether it is for the individual or for cooperative society or institution, is a difficult job. Especially a country budget, which is required to be prepared, keeping in mind all state, union territories, all political parties, different religion, all caste, different classes of people, namely poor, middle class, upper class, and also rich people. And it is always a matter of criticism for either of the class, whatever budget you give. For commenting on the budget, if it is good for the poor, rich people will not like it. And if it is for the rich people, majority people will not like it. In that way of the matter, to have a perfect budget is a Herculean task. But looking to my little experience on social and the political reading, I must tell you that Finance Minister has tried to have a balance between a populist budget and a pro-poor budget. No doubt, majority of us are not benefited, but at the same time, we must thank him that he has not done any charity for the poor. He has only increased some amount under the Manrega scheme, but nonetheless, he has increased 25% on the infrastructure. That will boost infrastructure industries. He will also make an endeavor to have more employment on the rural area. And one of the factors which, in my opinion, might people after retirement would like to take advantage is shifting 1981 basis to 2001. People can go to rural area, disposing of their urban property, and have an advantage of 2001 valuation. I am not a man from taxation. It is better to hear Mr. Jawar and other people. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to meet you people and give me opportunity to have expert view of Jawar on income tax and other people. It is having me also benefited by knowing what is the consequences of the budget. Thank you. And I bless you people for the better professional career and take maximum advantage of the technical know by the expert in the function. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wishes and blessings. For those who have joined in late, I would request everyone to please switch off their mobile phones. And if any of you have any questions during the session, please you can make a note. You can put the question on slip and send it over to me or in the front row. Please do not interrupt the session in between. We have an open session at the end where the panelists will address all the queries. Now we are moving towards the main leg of our event. And for sure, we are in for a treat this evening, as our speaker is a man who has immense professional experience with great analytical skills and aptitude. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sanjay Jhamar for presentation of analysis of Union Budget 2017-18.
Respected Justice Jhaveri, Prakash Abari, I will request you please organize sitting for them persons who are standing behind. Anurup introduced Justice Jhaveri very well. But two things which I know about him, I would like to share with all of you. One thing is that he is associated with a service organization, Indian Scout and Guide, for last several years, and he is devoting his quality time to that organization. That is one thing. And second thing which is very important about him is that sometimes we have a feeling about judges or about officers like Mr. Mathur that they are not required to do anything. We are the persons who have to work hard, and they are the persons who are sitting in chambers and they sit in the courtrooms and they can dictate anything, they can order anything, and we have all the we have to do all the hard work for that. But if you closely watch a person like Justice Jhaveri, you will find that he's actually working more than any one of us present here. He reads each and every file when he sits in the court. And we have witnessed in the court that before the lawyer opens his file, he says, see page 24, para 6. He starts like that with the file. So the lawyers who are a little slow before him, they don't have even the occasion to open the file, because before that a question comes from the bench because he has read all the files, all the orders, and he has analyzed everything, but that doesn't mean that he comes with a preconceived mind and notion. He's ready to change at the last moment and very receptive in hearing. He hears both the sides very well and then gives a reasoned judgment, and we all know that a person from Gujarat background will have a businessman outlook more than anyone else. So he decides the matters by following the master principles of Supreme Court that tax officer should not sit in the armchair of businessmen, and businessmen should be allowed to do business, and taxmen should recover the due taxes and should not unnecessarily harass the taxpayer. This is the philosophy which he follows, and we must thank God that we have such kind of a judge on a tax bench in Rajasthan, particularly in Jaipur. He has been deciding a lot of matters since August, and we expect that he will be with us till he is elevated to Honorable Supreme Court. With that, friends, I come to my job of the day, explaining you the budget provisions. And before that, you all know, friends, राहुल गांधी ने बजट को क्रिटिसाइज करने के लिए अपोजिशन पार्टीज को ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है बजट के तुरंत बाद, क्योंकि उनको मिस्टेक्स ढूंढनी पड़ती है, and that also those kind of mistakes which are real mistakes. And this time Rahul Gandhi had to say one thing about this, that ये शेरो शायरी वाला बजट है. That was the first criticism. I don't know how that is a criticism, but that's how. He was short of criticism, therefore that was the criticism. Arun Jaitley, our honorable finance minister, he started with this shade, इस मोड़ पे घबरा के न थम जाइए आप, जो बात नहीं है उसे अपनाइए आप, डरते हैं नई राह पे क्यों चलने से, हम आगे आगे चलते हैं, आ जाइए आप. So I think it's not a message to Kejriwal, don't feel that, because aap has been mentioned a number of times. It is the message to everyone in the country. And not only opposition, but everyone who are just waiting that let others do something first and then we'll follow. So he has shown us the part that this is the time that you must start following the new regime. You must track it, you must forget it. Whatever you have done in past, you might have done several wrongs, but just forget it now. If you have not done something good up to 31st March 2006, okay, you should have done by 30th September. If not by 30th September, then by after 8th of November, by 31st of December. If not by December, by 31st of March, and then he is silent, and then we will see. If you are still not falling in line, then what you will be doing. So he is giving a very stern and strict and clear message. And dear friends, any sensible person who is at the place of Modi or Jaitley, I think would be doing this. And I take you slide by slide through this budget presentation. And before that, I'd just like to tell you that we have seen many headlines several days before the budget came. And many of us, including some of them in my office, they said that now banking cash transaction tax is almost certain. And many of them said that the basic exemption limit would go up to 5 lakh rupees. That was the expectation. Then many newspapers said that now there will be a cash holding limit